and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal.
No way, that's crazy.
I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it.
No way.
Now my YouTube rep, he was excited.
I don't know much about this. YouTube racism and favoritism. Let's see what this is about.
I'm gonna try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible.
What was it, Peacecraft? Thank you.
I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere, having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites.
I'm only human.
You are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine.
So that does seem unusual. What? That doesn't make any sense. The only thing I can think is, was there something in your video that changed it to make it so that they made that decision? But we'll have to take him as saying that there wasn't anything different, I guess.
Got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Cory, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I sent him an...
No, I guess this is pretty blackpilling. White Americans are 80% of the purchasing consumer demographic, probably higher when you consider income inequality. Since YouTube exists to sell ads, they probably favor white creators. Do you think so?
An email, hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression. And I'm just going to leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this.
Well, the thing is, I'm thinking, well, hang on a sec. YouTube is a progressive company, but it's like, no, YouTube presents itself as a progressive company. That doesn't mean the mechanisms by which it operates are progressive. The mechanisms by which it operates are profit focused. So, you know, if there's and yeah. Sure. Yeah, listen. Everyone chill out, okay? This guy seems pretty reasonable. I don't think he's doing just a race card thing, okay? Let's just hear him out, all right?
Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Cory, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that?
Wait a second. Why was the guy so surprised that this guy was able to do astute detective work? What's going on there?
I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off.
No
after
way.
They already rejected my appeal.
No way. That's crazy.
I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it.
No way.
Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh, great. This is awesome.
That's
Look,
nuts.
Cory, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence.
And this person is a big YouTuber. They got like 14 million subs, 6 million views on this video. Like, yeah. Because I was thinking, is it like a size-based thing? Like they're thinking, I mean, Mark Pillier is probably bigger, but are they thinking, oh, we don't want to moderate that one, so we'll just change the decision on this one? God.
So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like...
Okay, he fucking went off. Jesus. He absolutely popped off. Hey, this is actually pretty damning for them, and I'm inclined to believe racism and or favoritism plays a part in this. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the situation. YouTube reversed the decision they doubled down on yesterday after being presented by the Markiplier clip. Whatever it is. I can never say it when I read it. I'm actually more surprised they reversed it rather than tripled down and just age restricted him too. That actually speaks volumes more. All the momentum off the first video has been voided for nothing now. Before I drop an expose video tomorrow with the evidence that this has been presented to me, I'm hoping for some clarity that might make sense in a way to dissuade me from getting ready to stir the pot further. Can you inquire why they changed their mind and who made the decision to reinforce the age restriction yesterday, as well as their reasoning for doing so? Also, why do these incidents always coincide with me trending #1 multiple days in a row? I felt treatment towards me from YouTube, especially when I've had the _1 trending multiple days in a row on multiple occasions, has been negative, and that my content is scrutinized heavier than a counterpart like Markiplier. The case proves exactly that, actually. Why wasn't his video monitored the moment he released it to check if it violated self-harm guidelines? I've had my suspicion on my content gets targeted, suppressed, and YouTube will make any attempt they can to kill channel momentum, and this case more than anything that has happened so far proves that. While I would hope race would not have anything to do with it, how can it be proven 100% it does not? You can't prove a negative. But nonetheless, other than that, this is... the only problem I've got is I've just seen something that's just made me kind of put a big question mark over this guy. Okay? Look at this. This video was immediately flagged for ad suitability. I wonder why. Surely it isn't because YouTube is being shown in a poor light, surely not. No, it's because you have the word racism in the title of your video. That's why it's been flagged as not advertiser suitable. Because I'm pretty sure that when you have the word racism in a video title, YouTube will flag that as not ad suitable and you've got to submit it for review. Because obviously their perspective is, you know, racism. Hopefully it says in the replies. Anyone? No? Anyone? No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that. But anyway, let's continue.
Detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play, there was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, #1, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted it in the first place? #2, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? #3, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision? My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10-15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm #1 trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was #1 trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again, and I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding, I'm #1 trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views. He's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought.
The thing is like, yeah, I've got some sympathy like for his position. And it could be true. I just think, I just wonder if there are other explanations. I'm just thinking, what could they be? Like it could be just one human person made a different decision to another human person. That's a possibility. Could be an error. I don't know, because it doesn't make any sense that, or maybe it was the correct decision for him. Maybe what happened was it was the correct decision for his video, but then when he kicked up a fuss and it turned out that another bigger YouTuber's video would also have to be taken down, they decided to change the result on his video or something. But then also what I don't get is how all of the other videos, none of them were age restricted, and it seems like just his were. So I'm open to the idea that this guy's been the victim of racism by YouTube, sure, but I just, yeah. I think favoritism is a more, some format of favoritism is probably at play here, because this guy's got like a big channel, but then this guy's got a big channel. I don't know, man. Let's
get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restrict.
Oh my God. Morphe Twitch just got fucking banned. They literally just got banned for that comment. They just got, I was going to time them out. I was about to time them out because that's too far for me. And they got banned. Holy shit. That's fucking Jesus. Guys, you've got to be careful what you say in chat. I mean, listen, not just for my sake. I'll generally time you out unless it's something really, really crazy. But guys, you got to be careful. You got to adhere to the TOS in chat even, okay? Fuck. Guys, you got to remember, it's not just me watching, it's Twitch. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, I agree. It was a fucked up comment. I was thinking, how long should I time them out for? Because 10 minutes is too soft. A day seems too much. I mean, I'm only streaming for another 15 minutes anyway, so functionally it would be a 15-minute timeout. But ooh, Jesus!
Restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video. I say no way.
Wait, what? Sorry, wait. What did they say?
Situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video. I say no way did they do that. I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted. They got caught with their pants down.
Right. So that supports the idea that they should have made the same decision for Markiplier's video, but they didn't. They reversed it because they didn't want to fuck with Markiplier's channel.
They got called out, And then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa. Okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't going to like talk about this, make a video about it? You realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube. You realize how unfair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before? They saw that I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on. So then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my peers? My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people.
But that is an interesting point. Why is it his channel that's getting all this scrutiny? That doesn't make any sense.
Around my level, around my view count, just to keep it simple. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times. And every single time...
So there's a concept of basically, because algorithms... Okay, I'm trying to make a serious point, so there's no jokes in this bit. Algorithms are created... Basically, algorithms are white supremacy, okay? That's all I got to say on the matter. No. Some algorithms have outcomes... have certain outcomes which are affected by how and who has set them up and put the coding in. Right? The joke I was going to make was about Indian people, but we're not going there, okay? Because I was going to say... if algorithms have this going on, then surely it would be Indian people that would be benefiting most from all this, but it doesn't seem to be the case. But no, I think that basically the problem is... And I just said the joke to say it was bad. But anyway, the point is that this is... I think that I've not read much about it, okay? But I think just based on the limited amount I do know, there's this issue where you have algorithms and you have programs within tech companies, and because of how they're created, they have a white bent, basically. And they have a bias against black people, and it's not even intentional. It's not like someone's gone, we're going to set up some racism based. It's just, we've made it in this way. But because of the complexities of the way that, you know, broader structural racism affects our society, it's even in the computer code. Imagine the Matrix, but instead of all the things coming down to different symbols, it's just N-word tower, N-word tower, N-word tower, N-word tower. Okay, that's basically what I'm talking about.
Start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity. Here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey?
Yeah, Ratchet Bug. Yeah. This kind of reminds me of the Xbox Connect. It was made and tested by white people so that when black people bought the product, it wouldn't detect them. Yes, this was a problem, wasn't it? Where black people were like jumping about in front of the Connect, going, what's going on? It's not working. It's faulty. And then you get another one. And then you get another, this one's faulty too. This was reported. I just seen something else. It might not have been true. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look. This could be false. This could be fake news. I just saw an article that said it was fake news. We'll look at it. It isn't biased. AI runs on data, and black people have more bad data against them compared to white people. What, you mean YouTubers? What does that even mean? A third dark-skinned staff member. Could be facial recognition, it says here. Okay. I don't want to delve massively into this because I don't have loads of time, but it basically, it seems like there's more to it than just black people. It's more than just Connect is racist, okay?
No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the mortuary assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now, I realize that when you call someone a racist, that's a very, very serious accusation. And for that matter, how do you expressly prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat. How do you really know? And admittedly, I cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video, and it can be the same exact video, and they restrict the black person's video, but not the white person's video? I feel I've been mistreated for a long time. I mean, even when we hit 10 million subscribers and I was supposed to get my diamond play button and there was no correspondence, these situations always coincide with an uptick of growth.
Listen, listen, someone speaking about something you know something about and not knowing what they're talking about, just call them a retard and move on. It
comes off like we can't let this black guy get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that, no problem. But to me, you know what it comes off? It comes off whenever CoryxKenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games. Like, I literally... This is the YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems with. I believe there is some racism involved within the policy team, and YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators. You know, log out of YouTube. Log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites. Count how many are black. Count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. And do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? Oh, yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this...
I think there's a way of interpreting this in different ways. And I think that you can interpret it as he's just doing a soy YouTube racist, etc. Right? I think that there's a very complicated truth in this that exists, and it is kind of what I thought earlier, and it's that these mechanisms and the mechanics of YouTube, right, do not match their progressive values. So they'll do the Black Creator Month and stuff like that, but the actual mechanisms by which YouTube work are not thinking about that. They're not thinking about how do we be progressive. They're doing an ad campaign. They're thinking, how can we be as progressive as we can be, right? Because that in itself is going to generate them interest, money, etc. But the mechanisms of YouTube are not thinking that. They don't have the same mentality. What they're thinking is, how do we make the most money we can?
Welcome to Chud Nation.
And that's where the problem comes in. And I think that Peacecraft had a really interesting observation, which, yeah, I think is a good one, which is like, you know, YouTube is at its heart, it's a video content delivery platform, but also it is a advertising platform. And the majority of people that watch YouTube are white. So basically that they need to serve up ads primarily for white people, right? And that mechanism, you know, goes all the way down to the root potentially, you know? I don't know. That's my theory of it, I guess. I don't think there's like a racist moderator making racist decisions. I think that because of the way it's structured, this is a problem that exists in the structure of YouTube. Basically, YouTube isn't racist, but the mortar that it's built with is racist.
Communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about you save all that YouTube black, all that fake patronage?
Aren't the ads supposed to be targeted though? Sure, but then the thing is like there's very few channels that that are big in any case that are going to be about black issues specifically. There's going to be people that happen to be black, but the issues they're talking about aren't uniquely of interest or primarily of interest to black people. There's lots of white people that probably watch this guy's channel, So still, the ads that are going to be served up are for whites based on whatever he mainly talks about. I don't know. That's my view on it. This was perfectly if his video was just not pushed heavily, but the algorithm did the opposite. It was trending on those videos. No, I think he was trending before this, wasn't he? That's what I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. You're right. If it was that this video specifically was trending and then it got moderated, but then that could be explained more so, I guess, with like he had more scrutiny because of how many people were watching it. Fuck, man. I don't know. This is complicated. This is too complicated for me. I don't know what it is.
Fake pandering.
I just want to call someone racist. Okay?
You guys do. And when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, we got to age restricted. And then, no, we got to, he's on to us. Okay, we got to age restrict them both. Fake! Jesus. It's fake. That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. In the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical,
What's a Gordian knot?
The thing.
What isn't a Gordian knot? Isn't that something to do with fucking dogs?
Things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube.
Oh, okay, I know what it is. Yeah.
That I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I gonna upload it? I worked hard. I built this community from the ground. It's taken me over a decade to do, and I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable? I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and I learn. But when you start when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation. But that's just what it is. Now, if my YouTube channel gets shadow banned or they they start not sending my videos out to my subscribers or a couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos. We know why. I mean, those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control.
Oh no. The shadows. What does he mean by the shadows? Oh no.
All of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this. But as
I don't think he is
the biggest black creators on the platform,
I don't think he's doing the Jewish question.
I want you to hear it from my mouth that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.
Anyway, fuck, I better get off the screen because that's supposed to go. Anyway, yeah, there we go. I mean, listen, the thing is I know a bit about some of these platforms. I don't know the intricacies, unfortunately.